Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr DubYa, and as you can see, we are back in England with the grey skies. We have a special episode for you today. Guess who's with me? It is the one, the only, Mrs DubYa. So let me welcome Mrs DubYa to the channel. How you doing?
Hi, everyone.
I promised you the most beautiful woman in the world, and here she is, looking trim from her Mounjaro journey. And Doggo's here too. Tango Chini Doggerino. Tango. Tango. Hello? What are you sniffing for? What have you found? Oh, there's have a wee on it. Yeah, have a wee on it. So, Mrs DubYa, do you want to tell everybody about your Mounjaro journey?
Sure. Where would you like to start?
Well, just tell everyone why you started on your Mounjaro journey.
I just got to that point where I feel like I've tried absolutely everything over the last 12 years since having our first child. That's when I gained all of my weight and then lost some of it with our second and then piled it all back on. I don't know if it's, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to being a full-time working mum, trying to look after the house and everything that comes with it. And my job in particular is on the road. So junk food along the way, a lot of bad habits, a lot of not eating at proper times. And before you know it, you're 16 stone 1 and absolutely miserable.
What, 16 stone 1 in pounds, you think?
225 pounds.
And what have you got down to?
I am 154, so 71 pounds lost.
71 pounds?
Which is 5 stone 1.
In how long?
I'd achieved that by, I think I was about 11 and a half months in. I'm 13 months in now to my journey, and it's kind of coming to the end. I've got about half a stone that I'd like to get off, and that's the end for me. So I'm kind of trying to learn how to wean myself off it now. I'm too scared to go cold turkey. The fear is real for the cravings coming back and, you know, this overstuffing your face coming back. So yeah, I've not actually had any advice so far as to how to do maintenance. I've just taken it upon myself my plan is to go back down the doses and wean myself off it slowly.
That's kind of my thoughts on the exit strategies. Just coming off it gradually rather than coming off it straight away, because as you say, although we've picked up good habits now, it might be difficult in the future.
Yeah, I think the one thing for me is that I'm a fussy eater I am. So I've never got in, because I don't eat veg, I don't eat salad, I don't eat rice, I don't eat pasta, I don't eat very much of what's good for you. So it's been a little bit of a different journey for me in terms of changing those habits. I'd say my sugar cravings are the biggest thing. And even though I still have a little bit of what I want, it is a little bit, rather than binge on 2 1-pound bags of whatever it is when I'm driving at work. Now it's just a couple of sweets, just to take that edge off.
I think it's age as well, isn't it? Because I noticed that when I was putting the weight on, because when I was younger, I used to be able to get the weight off quite easy. But as I got slowly towards my 40s, I noticed I couldn't get it off as easy, and they just weren't coming off at all. I think we both had that kind of problem, didn't we? Even though we had each other to try and rely on. Tango, this way. Even though we had each other to sort of try diets together, we just weren't because we just work together all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be eating at the wrong time, you'd be eating at the wrong time.
Yeah, and I think over the years, like, I just always wanted that quick fix, and it doesn't exist. You know, I've tried things over the years where, yes, it's come off quickly, but it goes back on so quickly. And with Mounjaro, it's really changed the way that I look at everything, because for me, it's been quite a slow process, which I'm really glad of, due to seeing other people's journeys and how much excess skin they've been left with. I can't breathe.
Okay. Wait till we get to the
I
top.
can't walk a dog up a hill.
Wait till we get to the top. This is an hard bit.
Oh my God.
It's the only hard bit, that. The rest of it's quite flat. Just remember, it's downhill later.
I don't mind the
We had
hill,
to
it's
take
just
a little
walk.
break in filming because we're out of breath from walking up this hill.
So I don't know where it goes. So with Mounjaro, at the beginning, I was very much desperate to see those pounds just melting away, and really had to retrain my brain as to, you know, it's a journey. It's not a quick fix.
Not a silver bullet, is it? You need to
No,
retrain yourself. The ways you think about food.
absolutely.
But
And
it definitely helps you, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, and it's not about starving yourself either. Like, at the beginning, the power of it is so phenomenally strong in terms of you just don't think about eating. It's not even that you're not hungry because of the suppression, it's what it does to your food noise in your head. So at the beginning, I was getting to 5 p.m. and all of a sudden it just dawned on me that, oh my God, I've not eaten. I literally not eaten, but not thought about food, which was amazing, but that's not what it's about. Like, you still have to eat. So I had to really learn to have a little bit of something to keep your metabolism going, because you will stall and you will go through ups and downs with the scales. You might have had the best week you've ever had in terms of what you've put in your mouth, your exercise, and then you go get on the scales and they've not moved. And it's the most deflating thing possible when you've been on a weight journey for as long as we have. Now, for me, I do it differently. So I am a daily weigher. Now, I'll give you my reasons why I'm a daily weigher. So obviously I'm a woman, and women have their hormones, and, you know, we fluctuate quite a lot over the course of a month. For a woman with an incoming period, you can gain up to, it's anything up to sort of 10 pounds for a woman in water weight on the way towards your period. Then you've got your actual period, and then you deflate after it. So I become a daily weigher because it keeps my mental health side in better check. Because if I get on the scales and one day I'm 11 stone, the next day I'm 11 stone 3, like, really, have I gained 3 pounds overnight? I don't think so. So my body's either holding on to water or there's something else going on. But it actually teaches me to worry less about it, because the following day it's back down to 11.1. And then, you know, I don't worry about it anywhere near as much. Whereas if I'd gone a full week and I'd gone from 11 stone to 11 stone 4, And I'd absolutely crucify myself because why have I gained 4 pounds when I've been good? Whereas doing it daily, it doesn't have as much of an effect on me because how is it physically possible to put 4 pounds on overnight? Right.
So are you happy about me putting some before and after pictures on the video?
I do have a folder, as you know, on my phone of my weight loss journey pictures. And yes, I'll let you share them. It absolutely makes me cringe looking back at them because there's some where we went away for my 40th where I actually felt really good at that point in time, and I think I'd lost a bit at that point. But when I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh my God, how did I feel good in my skin there?
Is there one specific picture? I know with me, there's like one that really caught my eye and I was like, oh my God, I need to do something about this.
I think, like I said, that cowboy night, I ended up having to get an Old Faithful dress out the wardrobe that's always been super flattering, can wear it for work events, always feel really good, but quite covered up at the same time. And I put a belt on with it and I felt like a Teletubby. But the pictures don't show it enough. But there is a video of me on karaoke and all I can see on it is this big round middle, and I'd lost all that curvy shape that I'd always had when I was younger. I think that was my biggest, and taking those boots off when I got home and having an absolute red ring round one of my calves where it had been cutting the blood off all night.
I think because we're both together all the time, I don't think we realised how much weight we both sort of put on. Because you see each other every day. You don't see because it's so gradual. You don't see the big jumps there.
No.
I'm not the kind of type of guy who would have said to you, you need to lose some weight. Anyway, you're always the most beautiful woman in the world to me.
I know, but it's so much easier now that we're on it together.
Yeah.
Because you know what it's been like for me and you've seen me on it. You've been there through the worst side effects and you've watched me nearly give up on it where I probably had a bad 4 weeks on it in November.
Yeah, maybe you go into more detail about the side effects because I've not really had any. Talk about yours.
Side effects have really changed over the 12 months. At the beginning, it was very much a dry mouth was a big one. Headaches, sulphur, or eggy burps as they're referred to. They were the absolute worst. And the minute I got them, I knew there was only one way it was going to end, and that was in me being sick. It took a long time to realise what triggered that for me. And it was generally, if I'd ate too much food, it was kind of sticking here and wouldn't go any further down. And then the eggy burps, the sulphur burps, that's, to me, that's my body's way of saying, you've not done your best thing here and we need to get rid of it. And eventually I'd be forced to just bring it back up because it just wasn't going down. It was always meat, so it was always steak or curry at the beginning. Now, I can tolerate them absolutely fine now, no problem, but I've changed other things, I suppose, along the way. So I still have curry because it's one of my favourite things to eat, but I just have a tiny bit. So I'll still make the same batch, but then that batch gets portioned up and put in the freezer or the fridge, or the kids will have some. And yeah, I don't ever force myself to finish what's on my plate if I can't, because that's the worst thing that you can do. It takes a real long time to change your mindset of, you know, I think us growing up as kids, we were always forced to finish what was on your plate. And we're guilty, we do it to our kids because we don't like waste. And obviously they're growing, so they do need, you know, their energy, and they burn it as fast as they eat it, believe me. But for an adult to change your way of thinking of, I probably can just have a starter, or I probably only need
Kids portions, kids meals when we go to the
yeah,
restaurant.
yeah. But yeah, it took a very, very, very long time. Because sometimes you get that hunger pang in the evening and you feel like you're starving, and it's your old mindset of drooling over a menu if you've gone out for tea. And I have to say to Sunny every time, you won't be able to eat all that. And he goes, I will, I'm starving.
Lies.
And he can't do it because you forget. And yeah, I think everyone that, you know, has come to me for advice and asked my opinion, and I've told them everything that I've been through, and that's been one of my biggest things for them, is it'll take a long time for your mind to catch up with what is reality now.
Yeah, I think at the beginning it was dead easy, and then it's kind of like a honeymoon period in your body, isn't it? Where you completely reject any kind, because your mind's different and you're not thinking about food. But then it kind of creeps back a little bit, but only a little bit. But it might be like a psychological thing when you're ordering something.
Definitely.
Don't know.
Definitely. But as Sunny said, his stepdad is doing really well on it. He did speak about him last week before. And he has blown us away. He's changed his mindset from the minute he took it. And Sunny's mum came round yesterday and was absolutely gobsmacked that he's just not touching anything that he's not supposed to, that you wouldn't do if you were dieting just normal. And he's doing amazing, but he's really managed to grasp that mindset quite quickly. Now, whether that's from seeing us and speaking to us over a period of time before he made the decision to do it, but yeah, really proud of him.
So side effect wise, it weren't every month, that was it? It was just like little blips.
Side effects for me was bad at the beginning. So I started 1st of July 2024. I got to just down to 2.5, 3 stone. And then I had a massive blip where I had roughly a 4-week period where I could not stop being sick, having tummy problems the other way, feeling nauseous all the time, all day long. And I remember hugging the toilet on numerous occasions thinking, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't. And then it just stopped. It just all went away. And since then, so what are we in now? We're just about to hit September. So the last 9 months, I've had almost 0 side effects, which has been phenomenal. Yeah, but like I said, it's all part of the journey and part of retraining your brain not to overeat, not to push yourself, not to finish your plate if you can't, and just listen to your body, really. If you think you're going to get heartburn, you know, there's a reason you're getting it. There is things to help you. Peppermint, I've heard, is a phenomenal one to aid digestion. Whether it's peppermint cordial, peppermint tea, it's a really, really natural option that helps with that acid, helps aid digestion of whatever it is you're eating. But yeah, I'd like to think most people eat normal and can add, you know, the significant amount of veg and salad and all the good stuff that will give you the happy, healthy bacteria to help your body. Whereas if you're a fussy sod like me, unfortunately, you just have to trial and error to find what suits. So my normal week, I live mostly on steak. So in general, try and avoid bread at all costs.
I think we should tell people about the first date that we went on. Our very first date, my plan was to take Mrs DubYa on a very nice slap-up meal, and we ended up not doing because she told me how weird she is at eating. So I was going to take her to this lovely restaurant, and she's like, "Please don't take me out for anything to eat. I'm the strangest, weirdest eater you'll ever meet." So she's a very cheap date. She's been a very cheap date for as long as we've been out. I think your favourite restaurant is Nando's. Yeah.
Or an Indian.
Chicken and chips.
Yeah.
Indian. So don't have to take us to any cordon bleu restaurants, which is good on Mr DubYa's wallet.
Yeah, I think we've definitely eaten out a lot less since we've both been on this journey, haven't we?
Yeah, just not worth it. It's not worth wait. Like when we was away in Paphos, we went out for that meal. Got this well, it looked amazing risotto from this restaurant, and I only ate about 3 mouthfuls. I just couldn't physically fit it in my body. But yeah, those are the things you need to sort of learn.
Alcohol for me, I've never been a big drinker. It's just not me. Sometimes I'll fancy it, sometimes I won't. I have always been fine with alcohol across my adult years in terms of I can drink what I want and I'm pretty level-headed. I do like to chop and change what I drink throughout the night as well, whereas I've significantly noticed it now on this last holiday that even 3 Malibu and pineapples has blown my head off. Now, whether that's the weight loss or I don't know, but I really can't tolerate it like I could, which for me isn't a problem because, like I said, I don't drink that much. But yeah, I definitely have seen a big change in that recently.
So what would you tell the you that was just started when you was really worried about starting a Mounjaro? What if you could go back now? What would you say to that lady?
Start it sooner. Just do it. Just try it. What have you got to lose? You know, I tried everything and I felt like I was never going to get back to the size I am now. I haven't been this weight since 2010. So 15 years before I met you. I'm smaller now than when I met Sonny 15 years ago.
71 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I've still got a long way to go. I think I've got another, maybe 14 pounds is where I want it to be ideally. But if I can get a bit lower, then I'll be happy with that. A lot of people's worry is the cost.
Oh, absolutely.
Mounjaro, especially now. I mean, today I've just got an update from our supplier, who we get the Mounjaro from. They told us about what the prices are likely to be. They're trying to keep it as low as possible, allegedly, but obviously their hands are tied because of what the wholesaler, or is it Eli Lilly?
Yeah.
What they're charging them for it.
We'll flash up at the end our new costs with our supplier. They're trying to keep it as low as possible, and they are actively encouraging people to, if you can cope on the lower doses, it will be more cost effective for you. There is no real reason for you to move up a dose unless you feel like it's stopped working. I was really gradual, so I'm currently on 15 milligrams, which is the highest you can have. And it's absolutely kicking my ass. I could probably have stayed on 12.5 for longer. This definitely takes a toll on me. I did 2.5 for the first month. I'd stayed on 5 milligrams for a couple of months. 7.5 was really good. Stayed on that for about 3 months. Only moved up when I felt that significant change in hunger and cravings and food noise. But I do know people that have stayed on 2.5 for their full journey. So don't let anybody tell you what to do. Our supply is really good. It's completely your choice when you move up. They give you advice. They only really suggest if you're losing less than £1 a week and you've not got any side effects, that's when they say it's okay to move up. If you're experiencing bad side effects, if you're losing at a good rate, there's no need for you to move up. It will be better on your pocket with the new price rises.
Definitely. Yeah, I think this month, I just finished my second week at 10 milligrams, and I'm already seeing that it's losing its effectiveness. Like 2 days before I'm going to take my next injection. So I'm going to have to go up the next month to 12.5 because the 10 has lost its effectiveness already, halfway through. I'm due my next injection today, actually. Do you mind doing my next injection for me, baby?
Of course.
She is my nurse because I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to injecting myself. So, as I probably mentioned in the first episode, I don't like injecting. So, Mrs DubYa is going to do that for me. Right?
Speaking of injections, I'm absolutely petrified of needles. So this is a fear that I've had to overcome, and still to this day, I did my injection yesterday and it still took me 6 attempts to do it. The needle is smaller than my little fingernail. Yeah, I almost palpate my stomach or my thigh to see where I'm least sensitive. And that is, you know, that's fine. But Sonny, he just has me do it for him and then you don't have to think about it.
I'm a wuss. I can handle it. So how do you feel now?
Great. Yeah, back in a bikini, which again is another thing I never thought would happen. Not only am I back in a bikini, I'm back in bikinis that I bought 20 years ago and never took the tags off. The amount of clothes that have come out of the loft that are now being used is, yeah, just amazing to fit in things that you get them out. We got them out the loft, didn't we, a few weeks ago, because we've been having a clear out, and we took bin bags of stuff out, and there was these little pair of like cargo style shorts, and I looked at them and went, not a chance, not a prayer are they going anywhere near me. And they fit, and it was just like, oh, I've still got a really big body dysmorphia battle in my head. Like, I know I feel better, I know what size clothes I'm buying, but I still don't put me with the me that I see in a picture. Like,
Still don't believe it's you?
No, it still shocks me every single time that it's like, oh my God, do I look like that now? I still sit there and think, oh, you know, I don't feel good today, or I don't. It's weird. It's weird because I still feel like that old me, but then
I feel like I'm cheating on you actually, because like I'm with a new woman.
It's definitely made me more confident in, you know, getting dressed, and as you ladies all know, getting dressed up for a night out, whether it's, so we're going to a wedding tonight and I've ordered a new dress. It's got a little cutout on the tummy, and yeah, I tried it on and felt amazing. Whereas when I was at my heavier end, going out just absolutely filled me with dread. As much as you wanted to go out and spend time with your friends and socialise and, you know, feel good on date night, it was that chore of finding clothes that were going to make me feel okay. And it was more about covering up than
Flashing.
You just, yeah, just, I always refer to myself as 10 ton Tessie. So one I've got off my mum. And that's how I felt. Whereas now it's really nice to feel good when you put clothes on.
So what's your advice to people who are taking it? Would you, I know that you've asked me to say a few things about protein and things like that, and especially when it comes to loose skin, when you do lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
What's your advice to people?
Start as soon as you can. So even if you are completely inactive now, start with whatever you can. Start with walking. It's my favourite thing to do since we've had the dog, obviously. So I'd say on average I walk anything between 1 and 2 hours a day. I think that's really helped with my tone. I did do a really good stint before we went to Dubai earlier this year with a personal trainer, and it was phenomenal. Lost significant inches, not weight, but inches through training. And since coming back, I've just not had the time with work, a couple of promotions at work, and I have noticed a difference. So if you can take my advice and do that strength training alongside, you can do it at home. You don't have to go to the gym. I just need to take my own advice. I am noticing that the skin on the top of my thighs is really loose at the moment because I haven't been doing the strength training. So the squats, the stretching, etc. So that would be my biggest advice to anybody starting, is get the exercise in one way or another. Strength training along the way. Protein is uber important. So there's a million different forms you can get that protein from protein shakes, chicken, fish, meat, even if you're veggie. There's loads of people that you can find on social media that will give you really good guidance as to where to get the best amounts of protein. And then supplements. So I'm taking collagen supplements for skin elasticity, multivitamin, and hair, skin and nails. You will see online that hair fallout is quite a big part of Mounjaro. It didn't happen to me for a long time, and then all of a sudden I noticed it. I haven't got patches or anything like that, but I just am very aware of it when I wash my hair, that I'm losing more than I used to. Luckily I've got a lot of it, so it's not too bad. But yeah, anything that you can add in with those supplements to help support what you're missing. Again, for me, because I don't eat the vegetables and I don't eat all that extra goodness that someone who eats a full diet would get, I have to top it up more.
Look at this, everybody. I know we hadn't shown you much of the walk, but look at how pretty this is in the morning. What time is it? About 6 o'clock. Beautiful. If you get a chance, I've said it before.
What's this?
Ogden Reservoir. So, you don't mind me putting before and after pictures? What about ones in your bikini on holiday?
What now?
Yeah. Can't
Now-
really see you because you got the big coat on. You don't have to strip.
Take my coat off.
Yeah, she's
Another thing that's really important is consistency. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she asked me for a code recently for her to get it. She did it just before her wedding, and she felt the best she's ever felt. And then obviously she's put some back on, and she's not feeling as good as she was. So yeah, having a chat with her, she's not stopping and starting, but she's not fully following that golden rule of stick with it week in, week out, no matter what events you've got, holiday, etc. Just keep going, because I've tried a different one in the past, which was a daily injection, and I did really well on it, and then I stopped and started, and it just lost all its effectiveness. It just wasn't working for me anymore. So that was a really big thing going on Mounjaro, was if I'm going to do it, we're going to do it properly, and we're going to stick to it. And that's what I've done.
That was a bit nice, wasn't it?
Isn't it?
I think we just heard Big Buck, by the way. We've actually, this morning, I just received an email from who our supplier is. Let me bring it up. And it says, "Dear Mr DubYa, as a reminder, from the 1st of September, the manufacturer of Mounjaro, Eli Lilly, has increased supply prices across the UK. We know this may feel unsettling, but please be assured you will continue to have safe, reliable access to treatment with us. Your options. We understand that everyone's journey is different. To support you through this change, we have taken steps to keep treatment as sustainable and as accessible as possible, staying on Mounjaro. Although Eli Lilly increased prices by up to 170%, we have kept our rise to a minimum to make Mounjaro as affordable as possible for our patients. However, Wegovy is now a more affordable alternative. So we've reduced our prices to give you another safe and effective option to continue your weight loss journey. Reviewing your dose. So I don't know how I feel about that. Moving product. Is it the same product or is it just a different name?
No, it's a different product.
It's a different product altogether. So all the chemical. See, I don't know what I feel about that.
It's a semi-glutide rather than the Tirzepatide that we're on, which does. From what I've seen,
Mrs. Scientist.
From what I've seen, it's the effectiveness of the trials. So Mounjaro on average, people can lose up to 20% of their body weight.
Right.
On Wegovy, I think it's 17. I have seen a lot of social media people that I follow on their journeys have made the switch for cost. And some of them have been really successful with it. Some of them it's too soon to tell. Some of them have thrown their toys out the pram because they've not been allowed it. Because obviously the lower you get, like for me, for example, I'm now in that healthy BMI, which is where it all stems from, is your BMI, as to whether you qualify. So,
you know my feelings on BMI.
I know.
Rubbish.
I agree.
But
from going from a BMI of 37, which is excessively obese, to a healthy BMI, doesn't half make you feel good.
What's yours now?
I've not checked it for a bit. I think it's 24.
So you're just saying normal?
Yeah.
Mine's this. I'm still an elephant. So well done, Mr. Elephant. You are still an elephant.
But then you've got my mum who's like, don't lose any more weight. You're skinny now. And I'm not skinny. According to BMI, I can be between 8 stone 3, which I'd look like a skeleton with skin, and 11 stone 1 is the range for healthy BMI for me. So, that's my preference, is to get to about 10.5 stone, just to give myself that little buffer.
So it goes on to say in the email, some patients can achieve strong results at lower doses, which may also help reduce the costs. Our clinicians can guide you through whether this is suitable for you. They've actually been quite good, haven't they, to be honest with you, these?
They've been really good. When I went on those antibiotics, and I was really nervous for taking something alongside this medication, and our supplier, it's just a phone call and they come straight back to you from the pharmacist with the right advice.
It says, how we'll support you. We'll be with you every step of the way to help you choose the option that is right for your health. So yeah, they do offer guidance and everything. So we're with Flow Clinic, basically. They don't sponsor us or anything. I know it might sound like they do sometimes, but we can't complain really. I mean, this price rise isn't their fault. It's the manufacturer, but it still makes you feel a bit mucky inside.
They do price matching as well. They have changed the process slightly, so you have to do it in advance of your ordering now. So if you can find it cheaper online and you can screenshot the evidence and upload it, they'll come back to you within 24 hours as to whether it's been approved. I think they'll price match within £50. So I've done that on quite a few months, as well as any referrals to anybody that you might talk to about your journey and they want to have a go, then you'll get 30, 40, 50. I think I've even had a £60 referral fee, which has really helped along the way as well.
If you do need a referral code, remember that underneath in the description, I've got a link to my referral code, which will help me and it'll help you. That's if you decide, if you're from the UK and you are deciding to go Mounjaro, then hit me up, yo. Where's the dog?
Tango!
Is he in the lake?
Tango! Tango!
He hasn't just run down there. Tango, come here now. Where have you been? Where have you been? Why are you soaking wet? Have you been in the reservoir?
What's going on?
Sit.
Good boy.
Have you
Stay.
just been in that reservoir?
Ready? Oh, missed. Ready? Tango. Here. Ready? Stay. Stay. Hey!
Happy dog. Both his owners are here today. Well, two of his owners. I suppose the kids are owners as well. One lady and her doggy. She actually gets a lot more stressed out than I do and taking him for a walk. I just let him roam around and everything, but Mrs DubYa, she likes to keep him on a lead if she sees another dog or...
There is good reason.
I know there is good reason, but we've got to let him spread his wings every now and again.
Yeah, well,
Darling.
you need to explain the reason why
Maybe
I feel
one
like
day.
that.
Oh, look. Blackberries.
The dog's like, what are you doing? No, that was... That was too low down.
Taste like this.
I'm not kissing you now.
Piss on it.
Not kissing you now.
Bear Grylls would be absolutely proud of me then. Just a little bit of foraging there for you. It's a foraging channel now. What else can I eat in here?
Should have got the high up ones.
Well, you live and you learn, don't you? You live and you learn. I don't know if you can tell, but I've had a bit of a haircut. Got rid of the mullet at the back now. Just got a normal haircut, a normal grown-up haircut.
You look very handsome with it.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do.
What would my wife say?
She'd say, you're a sexy, wexy, pexy.
I'm glad you think so. There's the water witch's house. I think my mum lives in there. Shh.
She's going to batter you.
I think she watches my videos, so she will batter me. Look at how beautiful it is today. Look at the beautiful, beautiful lake. It's getting a bit empty, to be honest with you. They're very low down, which is weird. This is due to bad water management, this, though, because it's always raining around here. It's not like it never rains in the northwest of England. So, definitely to do with bad water management. Not going to get political, but heads need to roll.
I've got this thing in my head that I want to go to the supermarket with a trolley and fill it with as many bags of sugar as we've lost. So a bag of sugar is a kilogram, so 2.2 pounds. So for me, I think I'm 32.24 kilograms down. So 32 bags of sugar. Can you even imagine picking up 32 bags of sugar and walking with it? No, I just can't. Like, how did I function carrying all that extra weight? It's absolutely mind-blowing. We'll have a look. We'll have to do something, won't we, in the gym where try and make me hold 70 pounds and see if I can do it. Because I don't think I could. You've not done your walk.
We're going to do it now.
Oh.
We're going to do a walk by shot. Come here. A walk by shot. Because Faye loves Mrs DubYa.
No, I hate this. It's dead
loves
cheesy.
how corny it is. She loves the corn. Oh yeah. Over here.
You normally take your jacket off for it as well.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
Am I keeping my coat on?
you coat on. When we walk past, just don't look at the camera and just like make small talk, small chit chat, okay? Yeah?
Yeah. Got really messy hair now.
Okay. So, how did you like your little stroll today?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah.
Cheese ball.
It's not cheesy. It looks good. I just keep all that in. So I hope you've enjoyed Mrs DubYa's walk and talk today and our little stroll around Ogden Reservoir. If you like what you see and you want to see some more, then like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you at the next one. Ta-da!
Bye.